All right, I'd like to show you how to use an app called EduCreations Interactive Whiteboard. And basically it is an app that allows you to simulate a whiteboard, and as you can see up here, it will record anything you do on the screen. So either you can use it to show students how to do this particular thing in math or that particular thing in science or English or whatever, and it produces a video that students can play over and over again. You're able to get a link for the video or embed it right into your website. So it's really a neat resource. The other idea is to have students record what they know, what they've learned about this particular concept or that particular concept, and then you're able to see what they know and perhaps even grade them based on what they've displayed for you. So let's just have a look at the app and see how it works. So you see at the top that we have the Done button, which we'll press when we've created a particular video we're making. Then we have the color palettes, and if you press and hold on any color, you get some other colors that may not be visible at this point, so you can change those colors to fit your needs. We also have this big T there, and I'll talk about the hand in a second, but the T is just if you press it, it allows you to tap and a keyboard pops up and you're able to type in text and press done, and then this text is movable. Okay, you put it wherever you'd like, and then when you tap on it, you're able to edit it, lock it, duplicate it, those kinds of things, or delete it. We also can bring in a picture, so we can go to my photos, go to the camera roll, and we'll just bring in this one. And then this picture, you can see the tools at the bottom. We can delete it, rotate it 90 degrees, duplicate it, these various things. You can also pinch, make it smaller, move it around with one finger, and when I'm pinching it, it's 2 fingers, and then when I want to move it around, it's 1 finger. Okay, so I can do whatever I like. I'll delete that one. There is an undo button to the right of the picture icon. There's a redo button, there's an eraser, and then finally the really important thing is the record button. So I'm going to go ahead and record a little lesson here, and so I'll be very basic. Let's say I went blue and I'm just teaching a student how to do this particular skill. Let's say I'm teaching multiplication. So basically while I'm doing this, it's recording me, and it's recording my voice as well, just not my image. So I'm going to do 4 times 2 is 8, and then 2 times 1 is 2, giving us the answer of 28. So again, I can bring in photos if I'd like to at this time, and notice when I do that, it pauses. So the video is not going while I'm searching for a photo. So if I decide I change my mind, I don't want that photo, I just have to press the record button again, and then it continues. At any point, if you look down at the bottom of the screen, I can get to another screen if I'd like to. Notice it turned from, it was 1 of 1, now it's 1 of 2, but it went to 2 of 2, and then I could go to 3 of 2. And so if the lesson is a long one and I want to elaborate on the explanation, I just continue creating more slides as I need them. So I'm going to bring in a photo one more time. And you can see now, I was going to talk about the hand. The hand is now blue, meaning it is active. And so just with 1 finger I can move this picture around, or with 2, as I mentioned, I can zoom in or zoom out. Again, I have to press play when I want it to, record when I want it to record again. The other buttons at the bottom left, you can change the background. So I can change it to graph paper, coordinate grids, which is really helpful for you math teachers out there, lined paper for English teachers. And then here, that button just allows me to duplicate the page and the ink, or just duplicate the page itself. So it's quite a neat tool. And what I'm going to do now is press done, and I can either start over at this point, or I can save the lesson. Here they just want a title, so I'll give it a title. I can give it a description, but it's optional. I press next, And now at this point, I need to decide: is it going to be a private uh, tutorial? Will the public be able to see it? And if I've signed up with my account with a school, then I can share it with just the students in that school or just the school itself at large. I'm going to go ahead and do public, and then under that drop down, I can change the subject area, and then even get more specific depending on what it is my teaching is focusing on. Now you can tell here that I have an account with EduCreations, and that's really what you have to do. It's a free account, and what that means is when I have this account, when I press save, which I'll do now, it saves the lesson and it sends that lesson up to the cloud. And so I can now access that lesson in my account, and I'm able to then get a link for that lesson, or I can get an embedding code and put it right inside of my my website. So I'm going to press that lesson I just did, and let me turn up the volume so you can hear it. This particular skill, let's say I'm teaching multiplication. So basically, while I'm doing, so you can see my lesson is just replaying itself, and this is the beauty of it. The students are able to look at my lesson over and over again, and hopefully that will clarify for them this concept that I'm trying to communicate to them. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you decide to use this app this year in your lesson plans, because I think it's a great app. So take care. Thanks.